Today's another one of those days where we're just going to look at a lot of players, talk some ball, look at their player values, look at where they're being drafted, talk about the advanced metrics, and see what they could potentially do for you in fantasy football, whether or not they're going to be a value or not. But before we do all this, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're talking strategy every day. We're talking player values every day. We're looking at the advanced metrics every day of these players, helping you win your league. Once we get in season, it's waiver wire every day. It's trades every day. And things are coming at you fast. And I'm going to have the information. Click that button. Stop missing out. But we're going to start off fast. We're going to talk about a bunch of players, and we're going to go through them quick. Caleb Williams, QB 13 ADP per Underdog Fantasy. Might be a little bit cheaper in your home league draft due to him being a rookie and due to some people maybe having some biases allowing him to push down in your draft. Maybe, maybe not. But he's looking good in training camp. He's going into a very palatable part of drafts where you can pick him up and maybe catch a backup later. I don't like drafting backup quarterbacks. The waiver wire is my backup quarterback. So if he fizzes out, you got a few quarterbacks off waivers that you can stream with. Caleb Williams, though, has upside here because we have two good wide receivers, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. Rome Odunze, if he steps in as a top-tier rookie as he was drafted to be, this offense could be on fire. Caleb Williams could be the catalyst to that, and you're going to want to have that on your team. Tank Dell is back. He's looking healthy. He's looking good. He's looking quick. He can be productive. Not really too worried about Stephon Diggs. Kind of worried about what underdog drafters are doing, but in your home league drafts, he's going to be cheaper. 4th round, 5th round, maybe even cheaper. Once that ADP happens, which isn't real ADP because a bunch of you guys are just drafting drunk in your backyards, but he's going to be cheaper in your home league draft. Take him at those discounts because he is going to get target share, probably around 20%, but that's going to be at a good clip, around 6 to 7 targets still. Even with Stephon Diggs there, he's still going to get a good clip. He's still going to push 100 air yards a game. He's going to be streaky. He's going to be up and down, but in a good way because those plus performances, like you see down there, it's going to look solid. Xavier Worthy, upside play in the 6th round, connected with Patrick Mahomes with 4.2 speed. If you don't like him, you can always go with Rome Odunze. I like Rome Odunze. Obviously, I think he's the better talent. Worthy's in a better situation with immense quarterback play. Top tier, top level quarterback play coming at him. He's going to be on the field with a fast-paced offense. Good gamble to make there in round 6. This is also where wide receivers are tearing off here. So if you want to gamble on the wide receiver, this is the round where people are gambling on wide receivers. The stable one, the most stable one here, round 6 per underdog is Deontay Johnson because he's forecast to get a 20 to 25% target share pretty easily in that offense. Going to get a lot of targets. That could allow him to be pretty stable. But if you're looking for sheer upside, like a guy that just comes out of nowhere, Xavier Worthy could be that guy. J.J. McCarthy's looking good in camp. Probably not going to be the starting quarterback for the Vikings starting the season. Probably going to be Sam Darnold. Both these quarterbacks are just fighting it out every single day. Both of them looking better than expected. But take that as a note. Being drafted as QB 31, whoever's the quarterback on this team is going to have decent fantasy production due to what's there. This is a fast-paced offense. Last 3 years, top 5 in the league and pace of play. J.J. McCarthy, if he gets his opportunity, you need to pay attention to that. Ricky Pearsall's looking there. Ricky Pearsall's looking there. Brandon Ayuk going to the Steelers per Pretty Ricky. Another Ricky bringing it down. Another Ricky bringing it down. But we got upside here for days, or at least opportunity. Maybe not upside, but opportunity here for him to take over the 1st round wide receiver here with nuanced route running. Could come in targets early on in his career. Cooper Kupp, going to be Cooper Kupp, and on top of that, Puka Nacua is going to be out for a little bit. Don't know if it's going to be a start season or not. It says week to week. Sometimes that could be month to month. Just something you got to pay attention to. But news is saying he's looking good. He's looking healthy. Round 3 draft capital on underdog. So probably around 3, 4, 5 range in home league drafts. Going to get a good target share, 25% last year. Look at the production last year. He's going to push around that easily this year. Get around 7 to 8 targets a game again. Getting opportunity, getting that short to intermediate part of the field. That being said, you're getting good workload out of him. Deebo Samuel is going to get good workload this year. He's going to get good workload this year. Brandon Ayuk, he ain't going to be there. He ain't going to be there. He's going to get all the targets. He's going to get a lot of opportunity. He may not hold up. He may not hold up, but he's going to get opportunity. Round 2, though, an underdog. Are you willing to pay that? Are you trusting that? That is pricey. He's going to be pricey. He is going to get workload. He is going to get opportunity. He will get you some good performances. But will he hold up? And that price tag is hefty. Are you paying that? Zamir White, though, I love the round 8 price tag here. I love it. We're getting workload. We're getting opportunity. And we're in an offense where they got backups there. But we know he finished strong last year. One of the top running backs in the league, an opportunity share the last 4 weeks of the season. And they're excited about him. And at this price tag, might be a little bit more expensive, around 7 or so in your home league draft, but maybe not. Maybe not, depending on the jabronis you're drafting with. But I like this price tag. Good RB2 for your team. Or if you're going 0 RB and you're like, hey, this is going to be my RB1. I'm shooting for upside after this. We're going YOLO. Zamir White. Joe Mixon's too cheap. Joe Mixon's too cheap. The upside and opportunities there. Look at what he did last year. Look at that right there. He has the opportunity to do that again this year. In this offense. There's competition in the passing game, I guess. But that's going to keep the chains moving. It's going to keep him fresh. He's going to get touches. Probably will get around 15 carries a game. Probably will see about 4 targets a game. That makes sense. This offense is going to be moving, going to be in the goal line. I think he's good to go. RB14 has an RB2, giving you RB1 production here. That I expect similar, especially that back end, even on the low end in the start. I think that's okay. Jalen McMillan, you need to pay attention to him. He's lighting it up. I don't know if that's going to equate to fantasy football or just happiness for Bucs fans having another good wide receiver on the field. Pay attention, round 16 underdog, so he's going undrafted in your league. Look at him for the waiver wire. Bryce Young's heating up, looking good in training camp. Might be just training camp, but we might see better than expected. Last year, not too bad, not too good. Not too good, not the greatest for a rookie campaign, but looking at the opportunity here, 33.9 attempts per game, and we got Deontay Johnson, we got the XL, Xavier Legette coming in. We're getting some opportunity here, new coaching staff. Things are looking more positive. If Jonathan Brooks hits, and we get another outlet here for Bryce Young, things might be getting nasty. Rachaad White can catch balls out of the backfield. He's explosive. He's cheap. If you want to go wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, if somehow you can nail it, like if you're on the turn, Joe Mixon, Rachaad White, and you can get a lead at wide receiver, that is a sexy build. That can be the sexiest build you can make. He's round 5-ish, round 4-ish in FFPC. So if you go White, then Mixon, if that can happen in your league, and just nailing 2 very good wide receivers in the start, maybe 3, you might be good to go, especially PPR. James Conner on the back end. If you want to dance that way, no pun intended, RB26. Can be consistent, can be productive, can be your old faithful. And if you want to cuff him with Trey Benson, who's got talent for days, 4.3 speed, that might be something you want to do, but that's expensive to do. But Malik Neighbors, everybody's talking about him. Everybody wants him. He's getting more expensive by the day, and he's not a cheap get anymore. Used to be a round 3 guy, now he's in round 2 range, but the upside's there. He's bringing in those passes. We see this every day in training camp. Daniel Jones can't mess this up. All he has to do is target him on 30% of his pass attempts. It's good to go. Good to go. He can't mess this up. If he messes it up, he's out of the league. He's going to be a backup somewhere. We're going to watch him mess up in training camp a bit, and then he's out of the league. That's it. If he messes this up with Malik Neighbors there, he's out of the league. He's got to target Malik Neighbors and make it look good. If he doesn't, he's out. He's done so. Keon Coleman might be the upside play. One of these wide receivers in this middle round range is going to splash on you like your mom on a hot summer day. Round 7 draft capital paired with Josh Allen getting deep balls. Good catch radius. Deep ball machine. Good at contested catches. Going to be on the field. This could be your guy. Could not be. But I taught you about speculation plays a few videos ago, which was about 20 videos ago if you go by day. But the fantasy vids, a couple videos ago, taught you about that. If you want to take a gamble, we got some young guys here in the middle round, 6th, 7th, 8th round here. You may want to gamble on James Cook, RB13, round 5. The thing about him is that this is a spot where there's still good wide receivers going, especially in home league drafts, because some of these wide receivers are going to fall a little bit compared to the underdog rankings. That being said, my take on James Cook here is if you got Ick at wide receiver where he's on the board, cool, take him. But if there's good wide receivers there that you feel good about, go with the wide receiver because there's good running backs on the back end. Everybody's going to tell you that wide receivers deep, but that's also creating a bigger pool. You also want to allow the top of that pool as well to be stabilized at the top of your draft, especially when you cash in on some good running backs, 6th, 7th, 8th round there, and you can really nail those in. But if you don't have Ick at the wide receiver, go there. But James Cook, if there is some Ick, you're okay. Isaiah Pacheco, I love him at this range. If you want to go wide receiver, get your Pacheco because he's going to be a round 3 in your pick. That's where he's going to be in your draft. Pacheco is good to go with that. We're in a lightning fast offense, explosive. He's lightning fast, he's explosive. He gets a little bit of run in the passing game. He gets a little bit of run in the goal line situations. And he gets the workload similar to the guys drafted around him, ahead of him too. That's a good look. Get your elite wide receivers and get some Pacheco. Javon Baker could be an elite wide receiver soon. That could happen. And if you want to gamble on a cheap wide receiver that's a rookie, because some of these wide receivers, middle of the draft, late of the draft, are going to hit, and some of them are going to fizzle out. We have like 20 good wide receivers coming out for this draft. Some of them are going to hit. Javon Baker could be one of them. He's lighting up camp. He looked good. We liked him throughout the draft process. He's doing it right now. Look at him. Aaron Jones, the price is right. He's older. He's been nicked up. But we're in an offense that's going to engage him. He's going to be getting opportunity. He's going to be getting some run. Aaron Jones is fine here. He's great as an RB2 for your team. But if you're going 0 RB and you're starting to look at running backs here, maybe one of your guys, this is like the 0 RB range. This is the area where those 0 RB guys, hero RB guys are going to start going running back. So if you're just drafting and you're just taking the best player available, you also need to know the strategies because you're going to know when those guys are going to start penetrating the pool. That being said, the pool of running backs in this range. That's probably one of the best nuggets I've dropped all draft season, strategy-wise. Know the strategies, so when the other drafters penetrate that pool, you know when it's going to happen. You're prepared for it. You know when to draft that guy, maybe a couple spots early, a couple spots late, let him fall, whatever. Do what you want to do, but Kenneth Walker, round 6, I expect him to be in that range in your home league draft due to Zach Charbonnet. He's very spiky because he's very explosive. If he's healthy on the field, he's getting touches, he's getting opportunity. Zach Charbonnet is getting work in the passing game. Kenneth Walker's got speed to burn. He's a guy, he's cheap. I think if it weren't for Zach Charbonnet, he'd be like round 4-ish, round 3-ish. But he's still getting some opportunity. It might be capped off on the top end a little bit. But at the price, with him, with the right wide receivers, that could be good to go for you. Malachi Corley, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the Yak King. And it might be spiky because Garrett Wilson's going off. He's going off this season. If Aaron Rodgers is healthy, Garrett Wilson will be an elite wide receiver. Malachi Corley might give you some spiky production, but he's going to be in that Randall Cobb role. Josh Jacobs set up to crush it this year. He is in the right spot, right situation with an offense that's going to move the football. Probably check it down a good bit to him in the passing game. Good opportunity. And then what you're paying for him in drafts is good to go. You can get wide receiver, get your running back. He's in that price range where you can be good at running back and wide receiver if you don't overdo it, if you play it right, if the cards fall your way. That's what I like about Josh Jacobs. I like the price here in drafts. Probably going to be more round 4 in your home league drafts instead of round 5 per underdog down here. Maybe round 3 by the end of the training camp. But again, wide receiver, Josh Jacobs, Isaiah Pacheco. Just pick your poison because running backs just like to get hurt, and that's just how it is. But again, you can get a good build out of that. Ray Davis on the back end, just like your mom. But Ray Davis here can really hammer it home if he hits to his upside. He's looking good in camp. There has been some fumbles there, but he's got pop, good vision. The big thing about him is looking good in pass protection in training camp, which is going to get him on the field, which is what the Bills wanted last year. They wanted that sturdy, reliable running back. Well, I guess he hasn't been super reliable due to the fumbles. James Cook's been fumbling too in camp. But still, Ray Davis is probably going to be on the field. He's probably going to be getting looks. You guys are probably going to pluck him off waivers or try to hold him for as long as possible throughout the season. Jahan Dotson was looking solid as a rookie. Now Curtis Samuel's gone. He's going to get some of those targets. We got new quarterback play in. The targets are going to be dispersed, or they could be putrid. They could be. But round 12. You can dance with that, see if the upside hits. You can see what happens. Just a wide receiver. If not, return to the waiver wire, get you another running back. But let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.